That's Paul Ayton taking them out. Behind him is Azui, Makali Azui. He's a big man, he's a big hitter. He played for 3 years with Hull, I think it was, and he's now with Halifax. That's a very small wing of the number 2, Michael Mark. And you wouldn't have to be a Rhodes Scholar to work out that I think Cooper Cronk and Darren Lockyer might be giving him some bomb practice very early on. The Kangaroos, and what a remarkable career it has been for him. 52nd test today, almost certainly his last test in Sydney. A try will take him to the greatest try scorer of all time in front of Ken Irvine. He captains for the 31st time, Clive Churchill, 27 behind him. And at 52nd test match today, he's out in advance of Mal Meninga. There's the young New Zealander in charge of the game. And Cameron Smith will kick off, and Australia will run right to left. Second day, second match of the Four Nations for 2010. And Cameron Smith kicks off his first game in almost 50 days. And it goes deep down into Kumul territory, and Azui, the vice-captain, brings it back. And also getting involved there, another was Nami. Now they've gone for Cronk. He puts a kick in, and back goes Yere, and Yere, he may be going upstairs to find out how to restart this.
Well, they're also having a look to see if there was any interference on Billy Slater coming through. Melbourne connection again. This time, instead of Cameron Smith kicking the football, it was Cooper Cronk. He did get a checkered passage. There's Slater, the right of screen, zeroing back in. Timing his run to perfection as usual. He's grabbed a little bit. I don't know if there's anything in that. Certainly, the last defensive player allowed it to go over without playing at the football. And Billy Slater's hands comes around. In fact, Billy knocks on. Didn't realise it was that close to a try.
Be no try. Out to the 20-metre for a tap.
Played by Tate, and then spun back for Lockyer. He gets the kick in. Slater's coming. Goal post in the road. Slater will score. Slater gets a try. Ream is going to go upstairs and check it all. But my first view is that it's okay. It's taken the framework. I think you'll find Billy was onside.
Well, as usual, he will be. Now you can see all the Australian players behind the kicker, Darren Lockyer. Is so unlucky, the Kumuls there. They had the kick covered, except for it coming off the upright. Denied moments earlier, almost got the opening 4-pointer. Now he has.
14th test try for Billy Slater. We'll take a break in Parramatta and come back. 9 out from the line. Played back by the Cronulla captain. It's gone across and it's gone on to Lockyer. Lockyer to Slater. Slater to Tate, and Brent's in to score. Tate scores for Australia. A mistake on the first tackle of the previous set from the Kumuls, and Australia hurt them big time.
And always will if they get that much football in the opposition territory. And Brent Tate, been a good comeback from him this season as well. He's had a strong year for the Warriors.
Running the support with Sivanasiva just in case something comes. Now Smith, and gets the left foot on it. It's gone way down into vacant land, and it's an urgent run from Tongia, and not only that, he's left it behind to try. It's a try for Cooper Cronk. Cooper Cronk has scored a try. That is unbelievable by the Kangaroos.
Well, you can't believe it, can you? The Australians don't need a skerrick of luck to win here this afternoon, but they've had a ball ricochet on the uprights for the first try, and now an incredible chase by Cooper Cronk. Just watch how he doesn't give up on any stride. He's still 30 yards behind the Papuan player, but he keeps boring in, dives at it, and that'll be a try to Australia.
Played by Fide. Smith goes to Lockyer, and Darren stabs it in behind Riong. Oh, he's made a mistake there, and again Tonga has scored. Oh, they've come with a bag full of mistakes, and Tonga looks to have scored for Australia.
Well, you have a look at that bag full of mistakes. 3 of them have led to tries, although you can't say there was a mistake hitting the upright, but they had no luck with Billy Slater's first try. But the last 2, very preventable. Firstly, the fullback, Tonga, kicking the ball back in field for Cooper Cronk. And this just a simple miss by their winger. As Willie Tonga got the football down, he has. Lottie Takiri's come over the top to make sure that he did. So soft tries conceded by Papua New Guinea. The scoreline continues. They are only 3 from 7 in the completion rates, 10 from 12 Australia, and try number 4.
And it's a good tackle down low by the 17. Pombo is out there. Cameron Smith, now Billy Slater. Jiggs puts a kick in, knocked on by the Kumuls. It'll be 6 more for Lockyer to give it to Tate, and Tate away to Morris. There's number 9. That's his 9th test try in 6 test matches. Brett Morris from the Dragons has scored.
And in scoring those 9 tries, he has scored a test in every game that he has competed in. Stanley Guinea, well, he'll be disappointed with what he's seen because his side has contributed to their own demise.
Carried into the ground on the chair. He'll play the ball. Nami was the main tackler. Here's a chance on the blind side. Went through Tomia to Kiri. It's gone forward. No try, Australia. And he'll play the ball 7 metres away. Back for Cameron. Takes them on. He's over the line. Can they hold him up? No, they can't. He'll point to the spot. Australia get try number 7 for Cameron Smith.
Yeah, simple effort there. Again, a mistake from PNG. Loss of the play, the ball from the back rower Griffin. Cameron Smith. He had a bit of work to do. He's got 3 players trying to hold him up, but he spins around and gets there first of the second half.
As Zui makes the tackle with some help from Parker, Takiri gets it back. Puts some depth into it. Smith puts a kick in, Slater's after it, and it's put over the dead ball line by a desperate dive there from Ayer. Working up the middle. Moni making the tackle. And here is Cameron getting it on to Cooper Cronk, and he goes short for Anthony Wombo. He looks at the line, got the ball away. Cameron gets it on. It's gone out then for Nate Miles. He's able to pass it. Lockyer breaks the record. Lockyer goes in front of Ken Irvine in scoring. That would be his 34th try at Test match level.
Well, you've just seen a moment in history.
The tackle late was John. Here's Cronk with a little kick. He's looking for Slater. The ball is in the air. It's all over the place. Oh, diving for it was Gallen, but it's been knocked on from Moni. And it's come away from Cameron and gone on to Cooper Cronk. And here's Tonga looking at the line. And I think he might have it down, but they're going to inspect it.
Yeah, there's a hint of being short here from Willie Tonga. He's had a tough afternoon, Willie. He's been nailed on a couple of occasions. A couple of days without the football, but he's shown some nice footwork here to get close. He comes down short of the line. And personally, I think he remains there. Well, at the end there, actually, the ball is propelled forward by the momentum of players coming in, but he's lost it anyway. The ball has come out.
He's dropped it. I don't know why we bother with that sort of flamboyant rubbish. I just prefer to see to get our best players in good position and play up against the opposition. It looks to me like we really haven't taunted the defence all day. We've just moved the ball sideways.
And we're inside the last 5. Gallen's away from 1, but he's run into a bit of traffic up the middle. Gets his arms free, gets it down for Smith. Passes out to Cronk. He gets it away. Simple for Tonga. Simple work for Willie. And he gets his 2nd try of the game.
So Tonga scores 2 tries for Australia against Papua New Guinea. Yeah.
Well, they've had 34% of time in possession. As Moni takes it ahead, the penalties finished 12-2 Australia. Australia had 66%. Hello, it's still on. Big Tom in the middle of it. But it is over. Finally, both the altercations that Tom didn't want to get involved in, and you don't blame him. As Phil said, he can't win putting one on the smallest bloke on the park's melon. 42-0 Australia. 8 tries. Tonga got 2. Slater, Tate, Cronk, Morris, Smith and Lockyer